Hi everyone! For this demo, we are going to showcase the new and exciting enhancements that we have made to our privacy risk management application as part of our Yokohama release. Before jumping into the demo, wanted to call out what you can expect to see and what we have released. For the privacy assessments that come as part of our application, we have migrated that assessment experience over to ServiceNow's Smart Assessment Engine. By using the ServiceNow Smart Assessment Engine, privacy teams and business users now have a modern, intuitive experience for creating and completing those privacy assessments. Next, we've cultivated a mapping capability to allow the business user to select certain sensitive data elements and automatically map them and categorize them to predefined data categories or types, aligning to the regulations that the privacy teams are most focused on. Lastly, through automation built within Smart Assessment Engine, privacy teams now will have immediate insight into the criticality of that processing activity based on the inputs from the first screening assessment completed by the business owner. So let's jump into a demo to see all of these great enhancements. So I now am logged in as the application owner, Val Oburn. Val owns a new database that's being rolled out to track the commission received and paid out by the sales team. Val was prompted with a notification that she has a new task to complete regarding the use of this commission database. From the Employee Center, Val can navigate to her GRC tasks and open up her list of to-dos. Within her task, she can quickly navigate to the category of privacy assessments and locate the commission payout database. Here we can see that this assessment is a screening assessment and is going to understand the use and the data that will be housed within this commissions payout database. So within our Smart Assessment Engine, the look and feel of the assessment experience has changed for the business owner. Val is prompted with a description of the assessment, the sections needed to be complete, and can ultimately start this assessment. As you can see in Smart Assessment, we've built out a lot of new user experiences. We have contextual details on the right-hand side and status and completion tracking across the assessment. At any given time, Val can save and come back to this assessment. For sake of demo, I'm going to quickly run through some of these answers, but hone in on where the other enhancements really come to fruition. As we work through the assessment, you can see the status tracking being updated in real time. Here's where the privacy component really comes into play and the automation within Smart Assessment Engine. Because this is a commission paid out database, this will include employee information and sensitive information at that. So the moment we select yes, all of these questions come available. Also within Smart Assessment Engine, you're able to define guidance to help the business user work through the completion of this assessment. We know that this database will mainly be housing employee data. In this section, when we select the type of data housed in this database, this is really showcasing the automated mapping of the data element to the category of sensitive data, and we'll see that later on in the demo. At this organization, we do have about 120 sales reps, so we'll classify that number here. In the criticality factors component of the initial screening assessment, this is what's going to be driving that automated criticality score. The answers to this part of the assessment will give the privacy team real-time insights into how critical this application is and the data being housed on it. All of these questions that you see here can be updated and configured very, very easily to the organizational's requirements. With that, and for sake of the demo, we're going to go ahead and submit this assessment. Once Val submits the assessment, she's returned to the home page to showcase that this is now in review with the privacy team. Next, let's jump over as our privacy manager to review the inputs that Val just submitted. I'm now logged in as our privacy manager, Josh. Josh goes to the privacy workspace as he was triggered for the review of an assessment. As he scrolls down, he can quickly navigate to that assessment by utilizing the status tracking within the workspace. When drilling into the assessments in review, we can see that the commission payout database assessment is on his list to review. When we click into this assessment that Val has completed, Josh can see the workflow, but more importantly, the information objects, the control objectives, and the risk statements that have been automatically associated based on the data provided by Val. When we look at those information objects, this is where the mapping called out as Enhancement 2 really comes to life. Val put in the data elements, and we've automatically defined the categories of that type of data, allowing us to better report and understand the types of data that the regulators really are wanting to be protected. The next item that Josh can see is the outcomes of the assessment, the recommended control objectives, as well as risk statements based on the use of this database. As Josh sees, he feels comfortable that this database and application does need to be tracked as a processing activity in scope for privacy management. Josh can quickly update the state to close complete. And upon submitting the screening assessment, we now have automatically created a processing activity for the commission payout database. When I click into this processing activity, I'm prompted with a workflow around managing, but as I mentioned, most importantly, the criticality score is automated. This automation coming from the inputs of the screening assessment allows Josh to quickly prioritize the implementation of necessary mitigating controls and also the regulatory requirements of housing such data in a commission payout database. Last thing I'll call out around automation, once we close the screening assessment, the privacy impact assessment, which also is powered by Smart Assessment Engine, was automatically issued. Although short and sweet, this was a demo to give you insight into the cool new enhancements we've released for privacy management as part of our Yokohama release. Thank you.